Hey, what up, Lachlan? How's it going? Back on your Warcry Martial Artist build? Hell yeah. A Frostfire build? What do you mean by Frostfire build? This build's starting to feel pretty good for me, so I'm also pretty happy. I'm at the point where I can farm pretty much any content. I just need to essentially a few things that need to happen still with the build, and one of them is to hopefully do a crit swap. If we can do a crit swap that actually works with Mage Blood, this boss will have like serious pinnacle potential. Oh, the Ignite sailing off a freeze. I've done that before, in like 0.2. Blue Flame Bracers or whatever. But not with like Ignite scaling. Probably not a build I would play anytime soon, but you never know. Just depends on when inspiration strikes. How is Thorn's viability? I don't know. I haven't played it yet. No idea. At some point in this patch, I'll probably play it, yeah. There's some people playing it in the Thorns Discord. You can hop in it and ask how their experience has been, but I have not played it, so I don't know. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried looking at that stuff yet, Clay. There's so much new stuff added this patch that, you know, you can only kind of really look at what's in front of you. If you're looking at, like, everything around you, you won't get anything done. Yeah, not sure. Sounds like it could be cool. Okay, next map. Alright, continuing the ritual farm. How come my last sun temple didn't consume any of my omens? Oh, is it because I put a Ride of the Nameless in the quest area? Let's see. Did it consume any of my tablets this time? It did this time. Why didn't it do that on my first map? Huh. Not sure. Very odd. How's the light radius stream growing? I don't think we're doing light radius on this build anymore. We're just making this build as good as we can. Because it would be too meme if we did light radius with it. It needs, like, this build's already meme, and it needs as much love as it can get to make it good. So I don't think we can work light radius in, even with, like, we would need like a multi-mirror budget to be able to make it good with light radius. So we're going to do light radius on a different build. Yeah, if we ever get those in PoE 2, I mean, that's going to be crazy. I'll draw. I'll take a perfect dog. Oh. Jesus. Forgot I set that alarm. Sorry, everybody. I'm sure that was unpleasant. I've dropped a wolf right up passes. It's only 100 div. I mean, 100 div's still really nice. But yeah, I mean, you can assume that with the increased drop rate of... Or the... What the hell? My phone is freaking the fuck out. With the increased spawn rates and ways to influence Wisp, you know, it only makes sense that there's more of them. So that would drive the price down a bit. The 100 is still really nice. How come one of the tolls is 2.5 times more expensive? Because it's more hard to farm the boss. Just a lot more difficult to farm the boss right now. Before it was pretty easy to spam him over and over and over and over, but now there's a process to getting sacks. Did you get the extra passive skill point from Expedition? From Expedition? I got the one from the tower. I don't think there's an extra passive point from Expedition, though. There's stats you can get from Expedition. Apparently I didn't finish this map. Oh, I have to energize Vow Beacon because I'm in a quest area? I see. Well, we'll never put a rite of passage in a quest area again, that's for sure. Where's this beacon I have to energize? Is there a map brick? I think I bricked this set of rite of passages, which is really unfortunate, because I put them on the temple quest area because it was a city. So I can't complete these maps now because the rite of passage and my 4 temple tablets removed all the, or my 4 ritual tablets removed all the beacons. So there's like no beacon to do. So I can't actually finish the map. That is an annoying bug. And I just wasted some of my Rite of the Nameless. Okay. Let's find a new city to do this at, I guess. That is unfortunate. Let's find a city that we can do this at up here. Maybe right here. But I don't want to do that as temples. Right here is not bad. I would just need to clear to it, I think. I'm gonna lose my head though because I'm not placing it. Because it's not close enough to place right now. Ugh. I don't want to put it in a delete area right now. All right. We now have a new Rite of the Nameless. Okay. All right. Let's go do this one then. Oh, gotta do the relog. Do you also collect real TCG? No, not really. Don't have the money for that. The hobbies are expensive. And I have to put most of my extra money into the game dev stuff. Used to. Not anymore, though. Alright. I was just basing it off, I mean, from real life, from inspiration from other games, you know. Is there like a burrowed mob someplace? What is happening? So annoying. Alright, this is loaded. I mean, I don't really, like, you can't, like, make a game and while thinking about other games and make that game good, so, you know. I'm giving this project my all. Is it, like, my dream game? Is that what you're asking? Like, no. I need a lot more money to make my dream game, but, you know, that doesn't mean I'm not giving this game my all, you know. Illusions don't count as you being hit, right? Correct. What even is the skill going off? It's a skill from Chalupa Monk called Void Illusion, and it leaves around a little black clone when you dodge roll, and if it takes damage, it explodes and makes this big, you know, black explosion. So we scale this damage in AoE as big as we could. And then you're just dodge rolling around, leaving these little clones. You make sure they take damage. And then you clear stuff. What is your dream game? I mean, it's so hard to even, like, know what that would be right now, because I'm just so early in my game dev career. It'd probably be some form of narrative game. But, you know, as, like, to what kind of game it would be. How it would play. But, like, something along the terms of, like, God of War, like, 4 and 5. That would be... Like, in terms of, like, a narrative experience. It doesn't necessarily have to be a gameplay like those games. But, like, you know how... I don't know if you've ever played God of War 4 and 5, but they're basically movies with a game as a side, kind of. I would love to do a narrative experience like that one day, but... That's the best I could do, or, you know, that's the best I could give you right now. Appreciate it, Sam. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's tough being an indie developer. You know, there's no money in it. You just kind of pray that one day you wake up to a bunch of sales while you just grind away. But as long as you look at it as the long term, you know, I'm only on like year 4 of my game development career, so I'm still like a baby. And, you know, if I'm working in the industry for another 30 to 40 years, right now I'm just building skills, building experience, building knowledge. Hopefully, you know, Card Collection Simulator does well and can fund my studio. I think it's a good game, and our next patch is going to be really fucking awesome, but there's like 30 new Steam games released every day. I don't think Sanctification's so well. We can defer one, I guess. So it's like, how does your game get successful? It has to, A, be good, and B, it has to get eyes on it. And without marketing budget, like even with the money we've thrown at marketing, it's so hard to get eyes on your game, because if I'm spending $1,000 for marketing, how do I compete with people who are spending millions, you know? My ad won't even show up whenever they're competing against ads that are, you know, high value, right? So, it's tough. Just gotta keep grinding at it. Hey, what up, Bessie? How you doing, bro? Yeah, if only it were that easy, though. Should get some hierarchy so you can cosplay as Rabbit next stream. No, I'm not. I don't know if I want to blur that line. If you start cosplaying as real people, it can get offended so real quick. Well, good morning, Rusty. How are you doing, dude? Nice, yeah, so yeah. The game is, I mean, obviously, it's easy to say that it's the best it's ever should been, but that's how it should be, right? Like, every patch should make the game better, so it would be bad if I was saying, like, it should never be a case where it's like, this patch came out and it's not the best it's ever been, right? So, but yeah, this is fantastic. Watch Recent Pod with the boys? Yeah, nice, man. Every week. This week we got an episode again with Gazzy as our guest. The minion god himself. What's the final vision for this build? Can you use multi-shot or spell cascade to make multiple spawn? I mean, this is the final version of the build. It doesn't get any different from this, really, except for more damage and more survivability. I mean, this, just to put it into perspective, this is a 500 Divine Mace. This is Temporalis, which, when we got it, was 1,000 Divines. They're over 2,000 Divines now. And a Mage Blood. Plus, we have a perfect Breach Ring with a Calandra's Touch on it. So, from here, it really can't go much further without, like, investing mirror pieces into every slot. Now, there's a potential that we swap away from, like, some of this stuff and go crit if we get a Mage Blood with Giga Crit on it, but this is kind of the build. It really can't evolve much more from here. This is, to put it into perspective, when we started playing this skill, Void Illusion was in the bottom 5 least used skills. It is almost unplayable. So what you're seeing here is not the normal for this skill. You've probably never seen this skill before because it's fucking bad. So, like, there's not much more you can change for this build that would, like... You can min-max it to get more of the clones down for sure. And you could get the AoE bigger probably, but to get the AoE bigger you would have to sacrifice a lot of damage. But, like, this is, like... There's not, like... What you can change from here is either more AoE at the sacrifice of damage, or you go crit at the sacrifice of AoE, and you start one-shotting pinnacle bosses. But, like, this is as evolved. Like, you got a Temporalis, a Mage Blood, and a Giga Mace. Like, you know, you really can't evolve much more than this, you know? Unless you, like, are going for mirror tier items in every piece, and I will never, ever do that with a build. I will never put mirror, like, I'll never spend a mirror on a single piece. That is crazy. I'd rather go play a new build at that point, you know? If the build's that... Because at that point, when you're spending a mirror on each piece, you're, like, either doing something really stupid, or, like, you don't need the damage at that point. Would you hit the freaking clones, dog? I mean, I'm always a melee main in this game. I've just, like, the state of melee in this game is really... Hey, what's up, Twice? Gazzy is everyone playing a minion build? Who else? Huh? Have Rabbit and Miso ever played a minion build twice? I don't think so. I think I'm the only one that's played minion builds every league. I don't think I've ever seen Rabbit or Miso play a minion build. I mean, I don't know what they're playing right now. Isn't Rabbit playing Spark and Plants? How is he playing a minion build? Or are you just talking about everyone in general, not, Wait, you said everyone on the pod. Yeah, wait. What minion build has Rabbit played? Or Miso? Am I missing something? I don't think either of them have played minion builds. I feel like I remember specific conversations where I try and talk about minion stuff on the podcast, and Miso and Rabbit can never contribute to it because they've never played minion builds. I mean, Abyssal Lich Spark, come on, twice. Abyssal Lich Spark's not a minion build. Get out of here. Abyssal Lich Spark's not a minion build. Though, I get your kind of mean. Is Bitter dead minion? I didn't realize that was minion tag. That's funny though. They're minion tags, but I wouldn't call any of those minion builds. I don't know what Bitter Dead is though. Bitter Dead's the blue balls, right? Is that a minion build? That's funny, though. But yeah, Melee's in a rough spot because, no, but it sacrifices minions? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Miso's actually playing a pseudo-minion build, then. That might be Miso's first minion build. I don't think I've ever... Oh, well, he did try that wolf build once, and he flopped hard with it, so... But yeah. Yeah. Yes, the problem with Melee is we just don't have... We're missing... There's 4 missing weapons from the game, and all 4 of them are Melee weapons. So, I'm a Melee main in this game, and 90% of my builds from previous patches are probably all Melee builds, but I've just played almost all the Melee skills at this point too many times, where I'm just getting attracted to weird shit that I haven't played right now, and, But yeah, the problem with Melee is... I mean, Melee in ARPGs always struggles. That's always going to be the case. Basically, in every game, though, that's the case. Melee versus ranged, Melee's always got the harder time because Melee has to deal with Melee and ranged mechanics, where range doesn't have to deal with Melee mechanics, so... That's always the case. And when there's shit on the ground and you want to DPS the boss, how do you DPS the boss when it's under the ground? You can't. You have to move it out of it, right? So, like, there's always those issues with Melee, so Melee will always be less desired in ARPGs, but... When you're considering that we're missing 4 weapons, daggers, flails, axes, and swords, that's a lot of skills you're missing. What the fuck is the minion I need to kill for this ritual? What is happening? How do I not have access to this ritual? Are you telling me I have another bugged ritual today? What is oh, there he is. All about the... What is happening? Die, you fool. Gonna try Sporting Fireball with split person eye so I can go to the north side tree? Yeah, go for it if you want. I don't think that is worth it. At all, but... Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Oh, there definitely will. There's a lot of, like, throw-type skills from PoE 1, like Spectral Throw and stuff like that, so... Yeah, never bothered with PoE 1 really either. I hate Uhtred. Would you just shoot my clones, you frickin' knob? Oh, just sprint stun myself. Might die here. Nope. Wow, we are very tanky. I should have died there for sure. God damn it, I'm gonna have to deal with Uhtred every time. And he always spawns at the end, so like there's nothing to help proc stuff usually. Alright. Neither need to be deferred. What's your crystallizations? Oh, they're 24. I need to be deferring those. I've seen the Eventide's Pedal Monk build. Is that Lockahal's build? If so, yes. What's the worth of about spending mirror on items? I would assume mirrors are over 3,000 divines right now. I am not sure though. I would need to check in the hideout. Uhtred, please just shoot your gun. Like, why are you just... Like, why does he do this? Just please, just fire. Alright, now we gotta kill Babala. And then on to the next map. Please hit me. See ya, Babala. See ya. Dude, I hate... What is he doing? Just shoot. Like, what needs to happen to get him to fire at me? Just fire your freaking gun. Like, why is this a thing? Why is he coded to never attack? That just seems like a mistake to me. No. Tell it to stop having, like, AI in its code so that knows how to play against my build. Don't tell me it has adaptive learning. Don't tell me that. Alright. Could almost buy the sanctification. Let's go ahead and defer it. And then scoop, 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 scoop. Scoop, scoop. Scoop. Alright.
This is all we have.
Have you seen the Archon of Chalupa X Sadist Mercy Mace interaction? I don't even know what Sadist Mercy is. Nope.
A useful trade.
I have not. Or if I have, I didn't know Mace was part of the interaction. I haven't been really looking at builds lately. I've been kind of putting blinders on so I don't
As expected.
spoil myself on too much. I don't even know what Sadist Mercy is. Okay, new map. Alright. Should be getting into the juice soon. The back half of the Rite of the Nameless, everyone gets extra rerolls. So the early ones are always a little slow, but as you get deeper into them, you get more rerolls, more chance at Headhunter, more chance at Mage Blood, and more chance at Omens. With what we've deferred so far in the first few, we've already made like 2 Divines without hitting any purple omens, so far so good. Oh wait, we do have 2 purples. I forgot I had a annulment and an exalt, or an exalt, a dextral annulment and a sinistral annulment favored. So actually, we're doing really good on Divine so far. We're only on the 3rd right of the Nameless. And just wait, I'm due for a headhunter. It's a boss drop from Deli Pinnacle, makes homing volatiles on melee hit on rares and uniques every 0.5 seconds. It can trigger off of Archon of Chili Tornado. It's pretty disgusting. That sounds cool. I haven't messed with Chalupa Archon yet because I'm trying to just make this a Void Illusion build, and I didn't want the tornadoes to take away from it, so I haven't messed with the tornadoes at all. I don't even know how they work. So that's cool that they can trigger that. That seems really good. Especially if it can trigger every 0.05 seconds. That's a lot of procs. Especially if you get multiple tornadoes with... I don't know if you can scale their attack speed or anything. Hit speed. That seems pretty silly. 0.05 is a lot of procs. What's your ancients? Only 5. Always forget what quantity is. Okay, we'll hold for here. You can link the short if you want my Twitch chat, but if you link it in YouTube, YouTube will auto mod delete it. Hey, Kabuna, sure, I'll check it out after this map. Almost one-shot her. Doc, 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 doc. Trying to make him do his roll attack, but he's not doing it. God damn it, Uhtred. Would you just die?
I fight in his name.
Alright. Another map down. Oh, I saw this morning. Yeah, I watched this morning. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw it this morning on my YouTube feed. Didn't realize that was you. Yeah, that looks cool. I'll post it in the YouTube chat so that people can see it. Because YouTube's toxic and auto bans links. Yeah, that's a cool build. Really cool interaction too. Yeah, I knew I saw a tornado build this morning, but I knew Dreamcore had done tornado builds, so I didn't know if it was just like the same version of his, because I hadn't actually seen Dreamcore's. But I did see that one this morning when I woke up on my phone. That's pretty sick though. Yeah, definitely seems like a really good ritual farmer. Which, in my opinion, ritual is like the best farm right now. I mean, it's maybe not be the best. It's my favorite one, though. I shouldn't say best, because currency per hour is crazy, like, depending on what farms you're doing. I'm sure Breach is, like, becoming competitive for, like, the most profitable farm, if it's not already. But I love Ritual, and that looks like a really good Ritual build. How many div did you spend on it?
We're losing it. Show that beast is
I dropped the mace and I was like, if this works, it's kind of perfect for Archon. It gives it way more area coverage and single target in one. Yeah. That's awesome. What's the mace called again? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, Chalupa Monk definitely has some sleeper builds for sure. Yeah, I remember watching that video this morning. I usually only watch like 10 to 30 seconds of build guide videos because I don't know if spoiling myself is the right word, but like I have found that when like if you get told that this is the best way to play something, then your brain just defaults to it, right? So I always try and like leave my not like I don't try to like make myself like numb to new information or avoid it completely, but I don't like to look at all of the text they're doing unless I'm specifically like need a tech to fix my build. I like to get like glimpses of what people are doing, and then it allows me to like still find my own twist on stuff. So like I just don't ever like really watch more than like 30 seconds of a video. Like if it's a build video specifically. If it's a tech showcase, like if you're just like showing like a 2-minute like tech, like Lazy Exile will do tech showcase videos where she just showcases like 10 minutes of using whatever refutation and how to min-max it. Like those are videos I'll watch, but actual build guides, like how someone constructed a build, I very really like want to like learn and how they do it. So like for your example of your video, like learning that Sadist Mercy with the Twister does that effect is all I'd want to know, right? Like that's like, oh, okay, cool. That's a cool interaction. Now let's see if there's any other skills that can have a similar interaction as Twister, right? Like, or something like that, right? Like that's where my brain would go with it. But if I like were to like watch your entire video, maybe at some point in that video you're like, there's no other skill that can do this, and then that like kills the dream for me, right? So like that's partly why I don't ever watch full videos. Also time. It takes a lot of time to watch build videos, but yeah. That's basically how it started for me in this YouTube channel, Kablam. It's just Kabluna, sorry. It's just, yeah. It was just starting out with weird texts, wanting to showcase fun, silly stuff. And then that's all I chase now is fun, silly stuff. Yeah, it's definitely cool. That's basically how, like, all of my videos were designed for, like, Wind Dancer, like, all those Wind Dancer builds I made was really just wanting to show, like, there was a video I posted on my channel that was just straight up, like, a 2-minute video of me just showcasing a Wind Dancer tech. It's, like, still one of my most viewed PoE2 videos, you know? It's just, like, sometimes it's cool to see what other people can do with a tech. And then I think that's when Dead Rabbit and I became friends because he wanted to do something with the Wind Dancer tech I showcased. And he reached out. How hard is the Temporalis grind? I mean, most people buy it. Most people don't farm it. And I think when we got it, it was 1,000 divine. It's not my Temporalis, it's friends. But now it's like way more expensive. So, you know. Depends on how many divines, how good you are at farming divines. But the earlier in the league you buy Temporalis, the better. Alright, 10 rerolls. Hey, what's up, Hated Greatness? Thanks for the raid, brother. Hope you're doing well. Thoughts on ED Contagion Chalupa? I don't really play ED Contagion. In my opinion, it's a skill for noobs like Dead Rabbit. But I honestly have not played ED Con since 0.1, so I do not know the state of ED Contagion. I imagine you could do it on Chalupa, but I have no idea. I'm not going to pretend to know the state of the ED Contagion meta, you know what I mean? Lol. Listen, get less debuffs, noob. Get less debuffs, noob. Alright, 2 Rite of the Namelesses left. Just dodge roll through everything and you'll be fine. What's the deal? What's the big deal? What is the big deal? Love the content, the podcast. God, keep up the great work. Hey, you too, man. Keep posting cool stuff. That build might end up on my build of the week this week. No promises, because I haven't really scouted everything on the market quite yet. But that's definitely a contender for me this week. It's pretty cool. Keep posting videos, man. And keep playing the game. It is fun. I mean, in general, I think you can make any build in this game work right now with a big enough budget. Void Illusion, when we started playing this, was bottom 5 least played skills in the game. And look what we're doing with it. So... with enough budget, you can make anything in this game work right now. There's enough power, player power, power creep, especially amongst jewels, that you could do anything you want right now. Unless, like, GGG, like... unless there's something that's functionally, mathematically busted still. Obviously, those can't scale. But I hope you see the point that if I'm making Void Illusion Chonk work right now, again, it's with a budget. We have a Mage Blood and a Temporalis and a good mace. If you have a budget, you can make anything work, though. Can you combine us with Mirage Archer somehow? For sure. If I would have had access to the Temporalis when I was playing my Warbringer, I probably would have been trying some Mirage Archer shenanigans with a bow build. But my time is limited with this Temporalis. We must return it to Blade's friend at some point, so... probably finishing the build this week. This was scary. The fact that I'm living through this is impressive. Yeah, I don't know if we're changing the amulet. I'm liking the defensive setup now. We just gotta see if we can make this work with crit instead. I think that's the last thing we have. If you're still here, Blade. That's the last thing is, we really just see if we can make crit work with it. And if crit doesn't work, it's already good enough as is. Like, this is good enough to finish the build. But if crit works, we can potentially get it to one-shot pinnacle bosses. And then that's obviously a better showcase, so... at some point, I'll send like 100 to 200 Divines into my Mage Blood to see if we can hit a good crit roll, and if we don't, we'll call the build there. Oh yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's definitely a cool build, yeah. Oh, that was a sick build from Club Luna. Sorry I didn't, like, react to it on stream, but I'm not a big fan of reaction content. I don't want to get into the habit of just sitting here watching videos on stream. Not, like, making that as, like, an insult to those that do, but if I'm at the, like, if I'm streaming, I need to be playing this fucking game. if I'm at the point where I can stream and watch videos, like, I need to end stream and go do work. Like, that's how my brain thinks about it. Like, if I'm watching videos on stream, like, there's a better way I could be spending my time. That's, like, really what it comes down to. So I don't really, like... It's not that I don't want to showcase videos on stream. And if it's, like, a 10-second clip, sometimes I'll do that, but... it just seems like a very easy habit to build, where you're, like, spending hours in every stream just watching YouTube videos. And I don't think I want to build that habit. Not saying that's a bad habit, because it's obviously popular and people do it for a reason, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of just reacting to videos. I just want to play the game. Whittling. You seem low. You have low HP ES. What is your defensive layer? HP ES, ward, energy shield. And then my amulet, Defiance of Destiny. And then Aminamu's Tithe, or Aminamu's, Aminamu's, the life recovery thing, life prevention thing. So we've got multiple layers of life prevention plus mom. We look squishy, but we're not. We're definitely, like, killable, but we're way more tanky than you would expect for having less than 2,000 life and less than 1,500 mana for a mom build. No, that was a cool interaction for sure. That was a cool as fuck interaction. Ooh, what's a... Oh, it's tier 3 life. I definitely appreciate you leaking it. So I thought it was cool. I just happened to see it this morning too. I don't know, sometimes the comments you get as a, like, a build maker, it's just like... You deal with, like, sometimes the dumbest comments. Brother, are you leveling? Why is your damage low? Like, you took 2 seconds to analyze what was happening and wanted to shit on the build. Old girl's chasing me. Alright, we unfortunately... Alright, we're good for our last reroll. Okay. Yeah, well, so specifically for me, I specifically, because of like the build of the week stuff on the podcast, I like my algorithm is just like all just PoE2 builds. So I very consistently get like recommended like builds from people who, like, it's their first YouTube video ever. It just, my algorithm is like, the YouTube algorithm's powerful, and it knows that I look for new builds. And obviously, if your build got like 0 views, it might not have shown in my feed, but your build got some traction. And usually, like, if it's in the morning when I'm waking up, or like, you know, morning poo or whatever, I'm on my phone, and that's when I see these things. And I remember clicking on your video this morning and being like, oh, that's cool. Those tornadoes look really good, like at Farm and Ritual, because of the walls. But yeah, my feed specifically, it knows what I want. Yeah, don't underestimate the YouTube algorithm. It can carry. Also, don't be afraid to, if you didn't post your build on the PoE2 build subreddit, don't be afraid to post it there. There's a PoE2 build subreddit. It's called PoE2 Builds. A really cool community that just likes talking about builds. If you haven't posted your video there, I recommend posting it there. Oh yeah, you should definitely post it there. Oh, I didn't know they track. Well, yeah, I've never used those tornado skills before, so I think Druid has one of those, but I don't know if it tracks too.
You won't stand in my way.
Oh yeah, I love ritual. It's all I want to farm. It's the best. It's the best currency. I mean, I can't say it's the best currency, but it's the most fun. And just like the fact that you have the extra jackpots at like Mage Blood and Red Headhunter just make it like it's dopamine full, but like it's also just really good and consistent currency. Yeah, I've got my Mage Blood from my own ritual too. Mage Blood I'm using right now. I've Divine Slammed it at this point, but yeah, I self-farmed my ritual too. I imagine I will be doing ritual for pretty much every league. Until Delve gets added. When Delve's added, we're talking different stuff. But alright, let's take a look at our rerolls. Ooh, we got a Rita for a lot of these bad boys. I don't think Blessed are worth anything still. Yeah, they're not worth deferring. Omen of Chance, yes. Omen of Chances are 11 Divine right now. Those are always huge to find. It's like you have things like that too. It's just like you hit an Omen of Chance, it's instant level Divine. It's just so nice. I love Ritual. There's like no farm I want to farm more. Try to defer it. I'm being bladed. I feel like they nerfed the drop rate of fracture orbs from Ritual, because I'm not getting near as many as I used to, like day 1 and 2. Alright, got 2 rerolls. Nothing in danger to defer. Can't defer either of the valuable ones to get them lower, so we just scoop cheap shit. Okay. Alright, this Rite of the Nameless is done. They did, it was a bug. Hey, what's up, Sour? Gotcha, good to know. That makes sense. Alright, so I think that Rite of the Nameless is fully done, or was there one more? Okay, so that Rite of the Nameless is fully done. So now it's path to a new city and get all of those. So what I like to do is, so here's my strat that I'm currently playing. For Rite of the Nameless, I do Freedom of Faith Tablet, which gives you the double rerolls. You want to always do them in cities. So whenever I have the Rite of the Nameless, you put them in a city, and I do 4 tablets. One is the Freedom of the Faith for the double rerolls. And then all of my other omens, I look for at least 60% omen drop chance. That's literally all I care about. And then when I'm not doing Rite of the Nameless, so let's just say I'm not at a city, so let's say I don't have any more cities to set up a Rite of the Nameless on. Let's say now I need to explore the Atlas. And during the Rite of the Nameless, you saw what I was just deferring. I had like 30 deferrals, right? Sometimes I have way more than that. How do you get those deferrals? Well, you don't want to be spending money on deferring or buying your deferrals when you're in Rite of the Nameless. So what I like to do is then I do the travel maps to a new city. You can always tell when you're going to a city because they're always around citadels, specifically citadels. So the copper citadels, iron citadels, those things. These are where you'll find all the cities, and they are distinguished by these icons. Like this one right here, this one right here. These are both cities. Down here, there's a Rockiatus Flow next to the city, so I'm probably going next to this one, right? So we're going to path down here. And when I'm not doing Rite of the Nameless, I swap my tablets up. And this is where the annoying part of this farm gets. You got to do like some tablet management. But from there, I get 3 tablets. And when I'm doing the Rite of the Nameless farming, by the way, you want to get pack size waystones. That's what these waystones are all. These are all waystones with at least 30% pack size. So my Rite of the Nameless maps, I also do 30% pack size, just because it gets you more favor. But for my filler maps, all I get is ritual altars and map grant increased tribute. And then that's it. Like, if they have other stuff on it, like the deferred just reappear sooner, you don't have to buy those. Those will cost extra, but if you can get them cheap, you can. But really, you just want rituals in map have increased tribute, and you run 3 of these. You don't run any of the double reroll, because you don't really care about rerolling. You're just buying all of your defers. And just running these 3 tablets, these are like 1 Exalted Orb tablets, that just have increased tribute from monsters. So as you're going to your next location, you're running 3 of these, and it'll allow you to buy all of your defer. And for those maps, I just do... I don't really care about pack size. I just get any map that's 6 mods, and I just pass. So we're going to path now. We just did our Rite of the Nameless, so we're going to path down to this citadel. It'll have a city here, and it'll get us access to this Rockiatus Flow as well. And we'll buy all our deferrals while we're doing this. And that's what I alternate between. I do the deferral buying, and then you can get good stuff during the deferral buying section too. But this is just how I've been doing it, rotating between Rite of the Nameless, and then like in the Rite of the Nameless, prioritize omens and just defer any omen that's worth at minimum 20 exalts. And then on the filler maps, you're buying it all. So what's funny, Space Pants, I've hated Ritual, specifically in PoE 2, this entire time. I have not enjoyed doing it at all, but it's in specifically this patch. It is awesome. Like, I am just in love with it. I've like, Ritual is probably my least played mechanic before this patch, and it is by far my most played mechanic now, this patch. But what really attracted me to it originally was the 7 boss fights. Like, fighting 7 bosses at once was the most fun I've ever had in an ARPG. And I really hope they bring that back in some way. But that got me introduced to just, like, the Gamba aspect of it. Like, it's a Gamba farm for sure. But it's a fun farm. It's like, it's a Gamba farm with a good consistency. It's like, I don't know. It's super fun. And the boss fights have made it much more enjoyable to me. I don't know. I really like bossing, so getting, like, fun boss encounters is always fun to me. So we're just clearing all of these ritual altars. And then, by the time we are pathed to our next city, we should have more than enough. We should have all of our defers purchased, usually. And if you don't have all of them, it's fine, but... And I'm not saying this is the best way to farm Ritual. This is just how I'm farming Ritual right now. You could probably permanently farm Rite of the Namelesses. I'm not sure. But this is just what I've been doing, is Omen stacking on Rite of the Nameless, trying to get as many Omens as possible. I am farming the belt via my Ritualist Atlas passive, so my stuff is farming, or targeting the belts. I think it's called Tainted Areas. He's stunned. Would you do attacks that actually hit my stuff, sir? There you go. Alright, where's this last ritual? Yeah, I really like this build. A, it's doing something dumb. We're using Void Illusion as our main skill. Like, that's freaking awesome. But we're also using these cool boots, Ghost March. Dodge roll passes through enemies. I thought this was going to be bait, but it's actually, like, an insanely good defensive layer. When you can just pass through all the enemies, like, the amount of hits you get when you're not doing that, when you're, like, not passing through everything is... surprising. So the reason why you see me like dodge rolling around so smooth and like gliding through everything is because of those boots. They ended up being like not awful for the build, especially since I have the chaos res is doubled. These have decent chaos res on them. I gotta get a better version of these boots. Mine are only 25% movement speed. I also put a dodge roll distance rune in it, which has made it a little bit more mobile. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this build. It's super weird, and you guys know how I like my weird shit. Get the whittling. But we could only buy 2 things from this one. We'll offer the rest of the king. All right. And then it's very likely that, like, I mean, it's not likely, but there, you know, you always have the chance of hitting a Headhunter or Mageblood in the non-Rite of the Nameless maps too, so... Ooh, we gotta either buy a lot of this stuff or defer a lot of it, this map. A lot of it's gonna go soon. Give me that heavy belt. Okay, that was a large amount of what we've got deferred. There's still, I think, a few purple ones, and then the Orb of Chance, but... not bad. Really, Major? That's crazy. Is your Doomfletch build viable in 0.5? I bet it's better this patch, because you can upgrade Doomfletch's base, so... I can't promise you, I haven't looked at everything around it, but I imagine it's more viable this patch than it was last patch, if I had to take a guess. Hey, what's up, Treach? You haven't seen a single Omen of Chance? I've seen one Mage Blood, and I want to say like 5 or 6 Omens of Chance. Maybe more. 0 Headhunters. The fact that I can eat that is pretty nice, considering he's got a freezing shrine.
I'm unable.
Nice, Treach, nice. I've had no luck with Chance Orbs this league, really. I mean, they are rare. They do feel rare. Okay, we're almost to the city. Hey, later, Kabluna. Have a good one, man. Awesome build, dude. Go cast on dodge in this build? Nah. Hard pass. This is a void illusion build, nothing else. You running a spare curse? Nope. Not doing near enough chaos damage to need to force it into the build. See how much chaos I'm doing right now. While trying not to die. Majority of my damage is physical. Of all of my damage, chaos is maybe... I don't know, a little over a third. So if I was doing anything, it would be probably vulnerability curse, but nope. No room for curses right now, really. Not without dropping stuff that I don't want to drop. Oh, we got the healing debuff. Heal through this, bitch. I already left the map. Too late. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I got lucky. Essence monkey? You kidding me? Essence monko? Crazy. Ooh. We got a new whittling. That's what I mean, like, even doing the filler maps, you can still hit, like, a whittling and stuff, you know? But no, right now, we don't really have room to get much more spirit on the build. And I would have to... I could maybe drop Mana Remnants and Warbander for Blasphemy. But I'm still, like, currently one spirit short of being able to run, like, just a base Blasphemy. I can't get rid of Eternal Rage or Berserk. And I kind of, like, Time of Need's not needed, but it helps with the Berserk. Because it'll heal it up. so... Oh. There you go. Alright. We're almost in Ride of the Nameless territory. So we probably want to see if we can put one of those down right now. Just to see if we can slap one here. Because sometimes you can't slap them where you want to slap them. Alright. Hold on, let me mark this area. Fuck was I? Fuck was I? Right. Okay. Okay, so we could put it on this confluence, which isn't ideal. Like, we would want it to go here or here, so I think I want to, like, clear this confluence. Because if we put it on the confluence, that's one of our Ride of the Nameless that isn't in a city. But my concern is, like, obviously you can see that you can't put it wherever you want. It, like, chooses random locations it can go in. So I'm worried if I clear this one, I won't be able to place it into any of these slots. But it doesn't ever light up areas that you don't have access to yet, so... I'm probably just going to clear this confluence. Am I able to get my Ride of the Nameless back, or is it just burnt? I have to place this now, don't I? Or this is just burnt? Man, they have to clean this system up. This shit is just so unreasonably clunky. I mean, I guess I'm putting it on the confluence and we're doing one map without double reroll. That's fine. It'll just be the confluence without double reroll, so whatever. Ooh. Damn, 2 divine orbs, but that's not in the city. That's unfortunate. That's not the best Ride of the Nameless, because 2 of these don't have double reroll. But really, it's like the way Ride of the Nameless works is the further you get into it, the more rerolls you get. So it really only matters that the last 3 specifically, maybe the last 4, have the double rerolls. Clearly, you would want to do all 4 of them, all 6 of them, with as much juice as possible, but... Alright, so we got our next Ride of Nameless online. That means we gotta do another tablet shuffle. And then we're back to high pack size maps. So let's get these back. Which ritual did I choose on the Atlas? I think it's Tainted. It's the one that gives you blood belts. How you doing, Crazy? Oh, there's another Rockiatas up here. Look. We got a second one up here. Alright, so we take these out. Put these in. No Freedom of Faith for the first 2 maps, but... Welcome my monkey, nice. I have an idea. So I know we weren't able to make Light Radius fit into this build without killing its damage. So that's why we're not doing the light radius swap anymore. I'm pretty confident I want my next build to be a light radius build. So I have to find a skill that I believe we can scale light radius with. And that'll be my next build. So I want to do a light radius stacker next. It's just, I need to finish this build. This build should be done by the end of the week, I think. Yeah, be right back real quick. Need to AFK like 2 minutes. Okay, give me 2 more minutes and then I will be ready. Alright, Rust Bowl time. It is definitely a roly-poly build. You are dodge rolling like crazy. Another whittling, let's go. Whittling City, boys. This is why we farm Ritual. Whittling City. Well, and then when we eventually hit a Headhunter later on stream today, that's also why we farm this. There's the Omen of Chance. Quality's good, right? That's 22, yeah. Cool. That was a fun little map. We got a, there was like a lot of good hits there. We got the chance or lower too. I feel like we've made like close to 50 divines in this last few hours. Bear back again real quick. Okie doke. Back to ritual. So far, I've gotten 4 Whittlings claim, plus all of these goodies. Effectiveness, monsters, and quantity all sell for at least 20 exalts each. Oh no, wait. Effectiveness is only 12 exalts. Whittlings are currently, like, almost 4 divines each. So, just with what's here, we're sitting at, like, probably 18, 19 divines. Oh, and I forgot about all the emulations. They've gone down in price, but these are still 12 exalts each. So I want to say close to 20 divines so far. With what's been deferred. Wait, no, we've gotten a few raw tinks too. We've gotten 2 raw divines. So, and a perfect jeweler. Probably about 20 divines with like another 30 divines that needs to be claimed from deferral window. So far, so good. So far, so good. Alright, this one is also not going to be with Freedom of Faith, unfortunately, but the other 4 after this will. The Orb of Chance is back in the window. Orb of the Chances are, how much again are they right now? 11 divines, so. Big worth to defer those. Oh, we're at the boss already. Only seen 1 of the 5 rituals. Nice. Yep, Orb of Chances are 11 divines right now. I mean, we've done so well on Whittlings today. That's big hype. Oh, there's 2 divines. Nice. Okay, nothing we want to defer, so the last two rituals are going to buying stuff. We should be at least able to buy that whittling there, so another +1 whittling. Correct. Talking about Omen of Chance. Talking about the Omen. Orbit Chance should not be expensive at all. Orbit Chance are always cheap, relatively speaking. Is there a baddie hidden someplace? What's going on? Fucking crab over here. Alright, this is the last window. 14k for the sanctification. I don't really care about buying that. Let's get the 2 divs, the Omen of Whittling, and then the next one will scoop whatever it can scoop. Well, 7.5 divs is still better than no divs, so. Alright. Now all of the Rite of the Namelesses should have double rerolls from cities, so no more cityless nameless. I should have a Headhunter slam someplace. Nope, I'm out of Headhunters. That's my one revive. Okay. Alright. 4 more of these to go in this Rite of the Nameless. Let's get a Headhunter, boys. Let's get a Headhunter. Cook me that Headhunter, boys. build's fun. Oh no, I sprinted myself. I'm dead. I can't believe I didn't die there. That shows you how much tankier I've gotten with this build. That was crazy. I cannot believe I didn't die there. That's crazy. Annulment. Times 2 here. Not bad. I want to keep deferring the chance just to get it lower. Should keep deferring the annulment too. Especially when we're getting this low on tribute or rerolls. On these earlier ones. Okay, let's save the rest for now. Let's go finish the rest of them. Boost time. Another healing boss. Oh, I didn't think that would kill me. Darn. That was I really do not like that mechanic. I don't think the bosses should get the healing shrine. Like, sure, many of the other shrines is fine, but the healing shrine, it cucks very specific builds that don't have a fast tempo. And it's inevitable that that gets patched out of the game. GGG has removed less offensive stuff that's like, but that is not fun. The healing boss is never fun. Unless you have a build that can just delete the boss. I imagine the healing shrine on bosses is going to be gone eventually. I didn't lose that fight there because of the shrine. I lost because I tried eating a hit I shouldn't have. I think I could have killed him if I kept at it. But, yeah. It'd be annoying. Alright, I kind of want to go for a Rockiatas right now. Actually, I need a break from mapping. Let's go do a, How much are Desperate Alliances right now? I've never tried a Desperate Alliance run on this guy. I don't know if I can even do one. With this build, 12 Divines per Against the Darkness run? Well, how much are Against the Darkness is selling for? Eight Divines for your base uncorrupted ATD, but 12 Divine per attempt? That sucks. That sucks, boyos. That sucks. I love ATD runs, but I don't know if I want to risk them at a 4 Divine loss. Because even this one's like gain damage, gain int, and it's only 8 divine, so like, I'm guessing it's only like, it has to have at minimum spirit or double gain on it to sell. Like any spirit is immediately 65, but seeing like just a gain lightning this low that had gain int on it, which is like not an awful roll. That sucks. People aren't really using ATDs right now, I guess. This league is best to farm and sell relics. I mean, I could just do normal runs for sure. Could just do relic runs. Why don't I go try a relic run? I gotta do temple, been avoiding it. I don't want to do temple. I don't want to do temple. No, thank you. What was I looking for? Fragments, trials. Let's see what relics I currently have. Because I'm not doing ATD runs. That means I got room for more stuff. These are all move speed relic quants. With this build, I kind of want dodge roll distance. Can you get dodge roll distance and relic drop chance? I'm assuming no. Yeah, you can't. What comes with dodge meter distance that would be good? Is there maximum, you get maximum honor? Can. What up, Perm? Oh, wait, I want tall boys. Shit. Went to the wrong hideout. How you doing, Herm? I stack 160% relic clock and get 3 shots at the unique relic most times at the end. But I'll go so much faster if I had... dodge roll distance with this build. That's why I wanted to buy one of these. But if you can get 3 of those and they're selling for 12 each, that's potentially 36 divine per run. But these would just be so much mobility for me. Okay. Hold on. I like the idea of sitting here and farming Sanctum with 160% relic drop chance, though. Are you running, like, what are you doing, Major? Are you doing literally every single relic slot is 20% relic drop chance? And no merchant choice? You always run relic with resistance, all but one. My normal setup is I always have these two. Because I'm a slut for boons. I always like keeping these two. These 2 tall boys, they get me honor res cap, and then the additional merchant choices. I always like doing those. Because it just gets you lots of boons. Hey, later, Lachlan, thanks for chilling, man. Because it gives you honor res cap between these 2. And then it gives you extra boon choices, which guarantees you getting the... In most cases, it guarantees you the extra relic drop chance purchase from the merchant by the end of the run, which is why I like doing it this way. But then if every one of these was 20% relic drop chance, what would be that? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So I'd be missing 40% that you're missing. But you only get 3 shots because you're at 160. So you have to be over 200% to get 3. So no matter what, I would have to ditch at least one of these boys, but probably 2 of them. I think you need I think you need 160% to benefit from the 30% boon to get you 3 of them. And if they're selling for 12 divines each, I think this is actually a good farm. Like, you might be seeing me about to farm sorry for my viewers, but you might be seeing me about to farm Sanctum for the next 6 hours. So what could I do? I could do 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. How do I get in 160 without... Damn. So I'm not even going to be able to use my good relic. Might be able to sell it for some divines, though. These are currently selling for 20 divines each. My 40% honor. This is a perfect one, you know. 20 divines. Okay. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. So you can technically get up to 180%. So I need to run all small relics. Alright. I'm down, dude. If I like that, I'm down. Like for the chance at 3 of those. That's like if you hit all 3 just for the clip, that's 36 divines. Like even ignoring. Well, I guess you can't sell ATD, so you're removing the ATD jackpot. So let's just set this to 20 for now. Ooh, any other at 20 are expensive though. Fuck. Okay, we don't need 20 if we run one in every slot though. Can you get maximum honor on these relics? You can. Up to 30. So I'm bad with my memory. How many small ones can I fit? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And what's the number I need for the 33% chance to put me over 200? It'd be like at min 160. Not sure. I'm bad with math. But looks like I'm going all small relics, which means no vendor choice. Okay, so if we have 9... If they're at minimum all 18, it'll be enough, but that's going to be pricey. Do I have enough gold for all the purchases? I do. Sometimes I run out of gold. I've only got 4 divines. I've got a bunch of exalts, but I do have all of these omens of whittlings.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah, but I do want to hit, like, this build's not a good Sanctum build. So I need to hit honor res cap. Like, I have to have 75% honor res cap. This build cannot clear, like, this build is specifically a bad Sanctum build. Like, I don't know, like, I guess I'm doing normal Sanctums, so it's not going to be hard, I guess. I'm used to ATD runs, but even normal Sanctums I've died in. With this build because it's like a weird dodge roll build. Like, it takes a lot of damage. You can't really, like, it's hard to avoid damage when you're constantly having to dodge roll through stuff to make them hit your mobs. So, I specifically have to have honor res cap. I think this should be fine. I think I can make this work. This will get me to 75% honor res cap, and then I can just buy flat 20%ers with nothing fancy on them. And we'll round out from there. That's max honor, not max honor res. Oh, you're right. You're right. Well, good thing we only wasted 1 dead. You can't get relic drop chance and honor resistance on the same things. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Let me rethink this then. Let me rethink this. Well, I guess I'm going to be running my one merchant choice Giga Honor Res Relic. For sure. Which one is it? And then what can I do here? So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Damn, so you gotta run Giga Low Honor Res. You can't fit a fat boy in here at all if you want 160. I see. So let's just say we have to leave a 2 slotter open. It's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, and then just 30 res right here. Yeah, I'm just worried about this build because it's not a ranged build. I gotta I have to dodge roll through stuff, you know, like I get hit sometimes. And I have no armor or energy shield. A lot of what negates the amount of armor you lose is your, based off of your, reductions and stuff. So, I'm taking raw hits, which means I'm getting max honor res loss every time I get hit. I'm gonna try it out. But I have concerns. Okay. Well, we want, an urn relic. Right, urns with the thin boys. Which one is it? CO, whichever. Wait, what can even... Can any of the tiny... So you can't get any relic res on a small one at all? Where are the small ones with maximum honor res? There's no small ones with maximum honor res? Am I looking at the wrong stat again? Kind of fried right now. Why is it not searching? So why is it saying no? Am I searching the wrong stat? What am I doing? Oh my god. Right. I'm stupid. I'm fried. Okay. So let's get one with 30 maximum honor. So we're at as high as we can get it. What do you mean? Which one is it? Oh, is it percent increased honor resistance? Jesus. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. It's been a while since I've bought new relics. It's been like a week. Can I get dodge roll on this? You can only get 22 on this? Okay, can't. Can I get maximum life? You can. Probably do maximum life. Okay. This is all of our honor res. Let's see how this goes.
Thanks for the chat.
Okay, so now we need relic drop chance, and they all have to be 20%. Let's hope I can afford it. Relic drop chance, 20%. Ugh. I don't know if I can afford this right now. That's a lot of divines. That is a lot of divines. I can buy maybe 5. What are the best stats you can get with relic drop chance? Doesn't look like there's anything specifically good. It's just like other defensive stats, like maximum life. Relic quant and move speed are at top. I mean, yeah, but I imagine 20% relic quant and move speed is gonna be several divines. Eesh. I mean, Sanctum is my favorite farm. So if this is a long-term good farm, I'm all for this kind of investment eventually for the movement speed. But let's start cheap. We'll eventually. Global good defense is a good one to start. I mean, I'm not playing global defense build. I'm not playing global defense build. I've got no armor evasion or energy shield. I am pure life mana stacking as my defensive layer. So for me, it would be either increased honor restored for constantly restoring my honor pool, or you can get maximum honor. You can get maximum honor with it. That's the 7 divines per. I don't mind buying maximum honor because that makes it more likely for me to clear the run. I'm okay taking this risk for this build. Like my concern is, like, if this doesn't work out, I just play it on my next character. I can farm this later. My concern is purely, it's actually not bad, but I don't want to spend 7 divines on it. That this build is just not a good Sanctum build. I'll buy all these 7 diviners. Whatever. Okay, now I'll start paying attention to my tall boys and thin boys, though.
Thanks for the
All
chat.
right. That's all my divs. I mean, I could probably afford one more if I liquidated a bit further.
Enemies hug like it's your
But
last.
yeah. All right, let's see what we're looking like right now. Okay, so okay, so we need either need 2 flat boys and 2 tall boys, or all flat boys from here. Well, I have a 19% with movement speed and 18% with movement speed. I've got movement speed ones that I just don't get all the way up to 160, unfortunately, right now. I can run something in every slot. It's not probably ideal. I don't know if I can do this. Luckily, if this doesn't work right now, I'm only out on the relics. I can, like, still run this on other characters. I'm not wasting a relic to run, a Desperate Alliance to run this, you know. We're just, like, if we're just using Jin Baryas and going as fast as we possibly can. Yeah, same here, Major Pain. Like, I've been farming ATDs all league, and I haven't been, like, normally every league I start my stream, or every stream I start with an ATD run, but they're not worth it right now. But this, especially if I get up to 120% or 160%, I'm getting 3 consistently. Even just for the clip, you know, the highlight. Getting 3 of those and being like, oh, 36 divine, that's going to bait Dead Rabbit in the farming sanctum. See, look how much honor I lose just even, like, taking any damage. Like, this is just a shitty Sanctum build. That's why I'm like... And, like, I have to, like, bait stuff into attacking my, my clones a lot of the time, so it's a little awkward.
Good riddance.
I'm not saying I can't do these runs. I'm just, you know, pointing out an example of how I've already lost. Not a lot of honor, but this is just floor 1, so... Try to save your Sacred Water for the relic purchase? I mean, that makes sense. Like, if you even see it, though. Because sometimes, like, I usually farm for the, like try and get the relic drop chance thing. Every run. But because I can get it on my normal ATD setup, because I have the multiple choices of Against the Darkness. But I'm not doing that this time. We're going for triple relics, and... You know, I'm all for the triple relic farm in general. Because... I'm guessing Last Flames sell for more than a mirror right now. Or about a mirror. So I'm all for getting Last Flames, you know? If this ends up printing money today, should I make a farm guide for this video and, like, open it with Dead Rabbits? Good morning! Today, I spent 6 hours on stream farming Sanctum, and the results are better than you would expect. I'm a bad Dead Rabbit impersonator. All I know is he says, good morning. I think it'd be funny if I just did it in a British accent the entire time, though. Or just change between different accents, just to troll them harder.
The foe ahead is formidable. Steel yourself. It burns.
I see, Major. I did not... Okay. I'm stupid. Makes sense. Well, I can't pass up Ornate Dagger, that's for sure. I don't see me dying, so I don't think we need that. I could take this Sacred Water node, though. Sure.
Fight with intent.
Just pray we don't see an early merchant. We probably wouldn't have taken that merchant. Less energy shield, trap damage, both those are fine. Alright. Good morning! I am Dead Rabbit, and I like tea and crumpets. And plants. Oh! I am Miso Shiro. And I play Poor People builds. Where did I miss a guy? Up here?
A great challenge overcome. A moment of respite.
What relic are you farming? It's called Desperate Alliance. Well, that was really cool. Just a random shock that appeared out of it's just spawning off of the rare that happens to be there, and it zapped me for like a large chunk of my honor. I was reading chat. That's freaking awesome. Rare spawning effects while they're not spawned. There's a relic called Desperate Alliance. It's how you farm Against the Darkness. It's normally what I use to farm this place for Against the Darknesses. But right now, the Desperate Alliances are selling for 12 Divine each. And... good morning!
Impressive endurance. A moment of respite. Good riddance. A great
I just lose so much honor playing this build.
rest awhile. I will
Then we got
do
hoed.
my duty. Onwards, always.
Okay, restore honor here. One fewer trial ahead. I don't like that. Future merchant choices. Lose sacred water when hit. We'll go for that one. Because it also restores honor and grants us a boon.
Ritual has been disrupted.
Okay. Nice, I have not. I don't really look at builds. I'm not familiar with Red Vial. Is he a PoE 1 creator? Yeah, I think Light Radius is, if you can fit it into your build, depending on the skill, it is a sleeper tech right now. You can get quite a lot of AoE from it if you can min-max Light Radius. So I think you should be expecting to see more people using Light Radius, I would hope. You're just trying to make these useless stats not useless.
On your feet.
Oh, they're not attacking my clones, lame.
It's gaining strength. That was an impressive display.
I don't know if he's using it just for its intended effect with Twister. Extremely quick build, and he uses light radius to find objectives quicker. Oh, so he's not even using light radius to... Is he using the light radius helmet, Pantha? Or is he just using light radius to, like, scale light radius? Like, is he using the light radius AoE helmet cultivation? Because if he's just using a light radius to, like, yeah, he's using the funny hat. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. My hope is to use it to giga scale a skill that you normally couldn't get off screen to get off screen. So if people start crafting light radius gear for me to buy, fuck yeah. Because the next build, we're not working light radius into this build. It won't fit. But I'm going to specifically do a light radius build next. And I don't want to spoil what skill yet, because I really don't even have a 100% idea of what skill, but yeah. Underrated mechanic for sure. I think we go key, boon, key.
I cannot.
I forgot I do have pounce for like these moments.
Symmetry check.
Impressive endurance.
And wolf form in general. Oof. Damn it. Oh yeah, I mean, light radius in general is just like actually a quality comfort for like finding stuff on the minimap, for sure. For sure. I remember last patch, a lot of us were running around with light radius build, or not light radius build, but light radius sets for farming temple crystals, because it just made it easier to find temple crystals for doing your juice temples. So it's really helpful in that scenario for sure. Good morning. Missed the guy.
A great challenge overcome. Impressive endurance.
Can I teach you how to find a mirrored fury? You have to do corrupted zones. So if you look at your atlas, if it'll load, you got to find the corrupted areas, these things, and you have to clear the corrupted nexus in the middle of them. So it's the bright red one, and it'll cleanse the area. And then in the cleansed areas, the maps will change, like these icons above them, and one of them can say a mirrored fury. So you would just search a mirror, and if your cleansed areas have one, it'll show up that way. But essentially you gotta farm cleansed areas, and it can only spawn at one of the cleansed areas. I mean, he, like, why can he, in the code, specifically, like, engage in the burrow mechanic while he's taking 0 damage? Like, that just seems like a... stupid. Alright, 1 floor left.
This was the end of the trial in my time.
Shut up, Balboa. Shut up, Balboa. Alright, relic, relic, relic. Shit. Shit.
Choice is made. I will do my choice is made.
Yeah, no problem, Teddy. Good luck finding one. Alright, we need to hit every merchant we can find if they're not gonna lead to us getting bricked. So, first merchant, 50% fewer merchant choices. I mean, that's not ideal when you're trying to buy something from a merchant. I could go down here, try and gamble on the boon to hit it, and then hope we hit a merchant this way. I think that's the play.
Time works against you, but I am its master.
God damn it.
Stand tall.
Why can this happen? Why can specifically a rare mob that can drop fucking poop on the ground spawn underneath this thing? I can't even get the freaking lever pulled without risking losing honor. This, like, GGG. Please. Then I eat that slam. Tilted. See, look how much honor I'm losing on this floor. Like, this build is just not a good Sanctum build because, like, of how I have to dodge roll around. I'm dead. Ooh, Ooh, that was scary. Like, just getting hit by the random ghost while I'm dodge rolling around, because, like, sometimes they're just lobbing shit and you, like, dodge roll into them, and, like, this floor alone, I specifically lost so much. This just is, like, a really bad Sanctum farming build. You need, like, stuff that can, like, instantly... Like, supporting fires are great, like, Sanctum farming build, because you just one-shot everything from a distance.
Swift magnificence.
I want to restore honor to gain a random minor affliction. Let me look at the map. We get honor here, but I want to get to that dude. Fuck. YOLO. You only live once, boys. That's alright. We don't need relic drop chance at this point anyway. We just want to get through this. Yeah, I wish this build... But man, I'm having so much fun with this build. It's just I wish it was a better Sanctum farmer.
I'm unable.
But the fact that I have to wait for things to attack, and specifically have to bait them to attack at me, makes it just not an ideal Sanctum farm.
Stand tall.
Because even after healing up, I'm already back down to over less than 4,000. Next affliction you get is converted into a minor boon. That's nice. Don't be Hourglass. Don't be Hourglass. Alright, cool.
Good riddance.
Okay, so I can go down here. That gets turned into a boon, and then I get the honor restore. So we'll go for the double honor restore. We'll go for the honor restore. Why does that not pop my clones? That's super annoying. This is just so... This is totally not a Sanctum build. We're making it work, boys. Oh my god, I got hit once there and I lost 2,000 honor. I was 2 inches away from the guy. Like, with the Sanctum... They mentioned in the interview that Sanctum specifically needs a rework, and it absolutely does. When you're playing a 0 defensive build... Doesn't mean I don't have any defenses, but when you don't have any global defenses, the amount of honor you lose on, like, just any, like, hit is crazy. No, I'm not an honor res cap, but even at honor res cap, that would have fucking deleted, like, 500 honor, and... Oh, no, we have to go back through. I missed a rare. This idiot.
A great challenge.
This is just a bad Sanctum build. I was playing my supporting fire. Maybe I need to, like, farm this on my supporting fire character. Okay, we take the 200% increased trap damage. That gets turned into a boon. And we get the honor res. Yeah, for my build, I might want to add more honor res for sure. Or add my thick boy with the merchant choice, because that gives me 45% honor. Res plus the additional merchant choice for getting, like, better boons. God damn, man. Like, nothing even hit me there, and I lost, like, 1,000 honor. Oof, those rooms are fucking scary, man.
That was close.
Well, if we make it to Zarok, it's gonna be tight on whether we can kill him. Oh no, I'm getting stuck. right through lightning eyes too. It's like I have to dodge roll through stuff to kill them, so I can't like kill them to move into them. Like, this is just the worst Sanctum build. I'm gonna have to re-roll. I want to do this farm so bad because I love Sanctum, but this build is not a Sanctum build.
Stand tall.
This build, like, even if I was at 75% honor res, I'd be frustrated with this build in Sanctum. But now I really want to farm Sanctum. I don't know if I can do Zarok with 1,000 honor. We'll see.
This baton is our sacred duty.
Rage against the shackles of fate.
Because I kind of got to like bait him to attack me, but I don't want to get hit by him. And I'm sure every hit by him is going to just fucking clobber me. And I don't do near enough damage to kill him fast with this build. Yeah, this is just a bad build for this. Oh, I just went into shit. I'm dead. God damn it. Yeah, this is just a shit Sanctum build. Well, I'm actually, like, this tilts me because I fucking love Sanctum, and I just want to farm Sanctum, and this is just, like, an ass Sanctum build. So, like, I wanted to play this build for the rest of the week, but I might just be wrapping this build up tonight so I can reroll to something that can farm Sanctum. Because even at 75% honor res, this build's just not a good Sanctum build. It doesn't have the DPS to kill Zarok in one shot, so that's frustrating. I want to do that farm so bad. I might set up a budget setup for my, because I completely gutted my, my supporting fire tactician to run this build, but I might be able to get a budget set up on supporting fire and just go like high mobility because it's just normal runs. But yeah, this build just sucks for Sanctum. That seems like an awesome farm though, but yeah, this build's just not a Sanctum farming build because yeah. I might try and like, I sold everything for my supporting fire tactician. Not everything, but like 90% of its gear. I might try. Did you try it? I did sell. Yeah, my Ironbound Warrior Ringer is completely gutted. I usually gut characters to move on to the next one because the weirder the build, the more expensive it is. I sold almost everything from supporting fire, but you don't need. Want the Temporalis help the supporting fire? No, it doesn't work with supporting fire. I don't need good gear to get supporting fire online. Supporting fire is a budget build. I could get supporting fire online to farm that shit with like 4 divines. Like Sanctum's easy. You just need a build that can one-shot everything. And supporting fire does that on a budget. Supporting fire does that on a... Oops, just hit my mic. Sorry, guys. Supporting fire does that on a budget. That's cool. I want to do that Sanctum farm bad. I don't know what character I'll set up for it. I bet you I can get a high mobility setup on supporting fire, though, that can just, like... That's zooming through it with Temporalis. I mean, the Temporalis would help the supporting fire with Blink moving through it faster. But I don't... The Temporalis isn't mine, so I'm getting rid of that soon anyway. So I shouldn't design the build for farming with Temporalis. But... yeah... Okay, I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. I want to go get lunch. It's lunchtime. I'm probably still gonna be playing the Void Bomber for the next few days. I need to like get the build guide out or the build video out for that guy. Then from there, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We might be farming Sanctum for a while to try and get divines from the next build, or we might just start the next build. I am not sure, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good lunch, or a good day, everybody. I'm gonna go get some lunch. And, yeah. Keep grinding away with the link, you guys.